Fall Major Expert Division qualifying round, hole number 6. Here we're going to be setting up for a sniper bounce up shot at the Albatross. The adjustment for the drive is P3 plus 20 max. APOC 5 plus, Sniper 9 plus is this is set up for. That's not to say you can't use other clubs. You just might have to make some minor tweaks. Half a ball of right curl, no overpower. So we're setting up. We're going down the right hand side. We're setting up using the white ring on the rough, the left rough as a reference. APOC 5 and 6, you'll have 2/3 of the white ring in the left rough. APOC 7 is 1/3 of the white ring in the left rough. And then APOC 8 is white ring touching the left rough. And that is all at P3 max rest. Spin set, 5.2 top spin, 1 right spin. P3 plus 10% max here. If I said 20, I didn't mean it. It's 10. P3 plus 10% max numbers. 5.2 top, 1 right. Half a ball, a right curl. So what I'm looking for, as always, when I am setting this type of shot up with a half a ball of curl, I'm paying attention to 2 points of contact. I want the left side of my ball touching the center line, and I want the bottom of my ball touching this broken part of the shot circle right here. This will ensure that I always have the same amount of curl and the same amount of power every time I play the shot. So on a perfect drive here, we should be right around 377, 376, I think. Somewhere around there. 376. Our approach shot is going to play P3 plus 35% at slider. You're going to be in plus yards. So when you're set up, we're using a set spin of 4.5 backspin, 2 left spin, no curl, no overpower. And you want to pull this one as straight as you can. You can also, if you have problems with pulling through the trees, you'll see what I'm talking about. Then you can also push this adjustment if that's what makes it easier for you. You want to set your spins, and with spins added, you want to have the tip of the ball guide just touching like the center, the front or the center of the cup. You want to be no more than halfway into the cup, if at all possible. It's a little bit of a pain to set up, but try to keep it tip of the ball guide in the front half of the cup, and then you'll offset it depending on wind strength. So if your wind is between 6 and 6.5, you're going to have the left side of the ball guide touching the right side of the stick, right? We're talking about right on the very tip of the ball guide. If your wind is between 6.6 and 7.1, you'll have the right side of the ball guide touching the left side of the stick. Between 7.2 and 7.7, you want to be aimed left center of the cup, so just off of the flagstick to the left, but in between the left edge and the flagstick. Split that in half. If your wind is 7.8 to 8.3, you want to have the tip of the ball guide splitting the left edge of the cup. And then if you have higher winds, you're playing with a Kingmaker, 8.4 to 9.1, you want to have the right side of the ball guide touching the left edge of the cup. P3 plus 35% elevation at slider. So it can be a little tricky to get this positioned correctly because the trees are all up in the way. And you have to zoom out far enough to where you can see it. Oh, we want to be just into the front of the hole. Here, I'm actually aimed center cup. And if you look, I have 6.1 wind. And so I should have aimed this having the left side of the ball guide touching the right side of the stick. So I'm slightly left of where I should be set up. And you're going to see this one is going to come in on the left side of the cup. And that is the reason. So when you go to adjust this, I zoom in all the way and always pull this adjustment. Sometimes this tree is in the way. It makes it a little difficult. Sometimes you get leaves and stuff that are in the way, can make it difficult to pull. So if that's a problem for you, then I definitely recommend you push the adjustment. If the tree is in your way, that's more of the tailwind on the approach shot. If you have more crosswind, the tree is not going to be anywhere in your way. All you're going to see is like leaves in front of you. That one requires a little more offset to the left. Right, so the tailwind's not getting as hard a push to the right, so it needs a little less offset. And that's the offsets that I gave you, basically. If you're paying attention to the wind angle and you're pulling it, you don't see that tree in your way. That's more the crosswind angle. And that I would recommend shifting the offsets that I gave you left by a half a cup. Right? Or, you know, the width of a ball guide. Right? Just, if you get that crosswind angle, go one ball guide left of the offsets I gave you and you should be good to go. Beyond that, really good opportunity here to drop the Albatross. I did not practice this a lot with a Kingmaker. I did play it a few times. Make sure that everything is safe. You may need, in higher winds with a Kingmaker, you may need a little bit more offset. That's something that you're going to have to check out. But either way, still really good opportunity. So I hope you guys get the drop. And we'll catch you on the next one.